question that I have that goes along with that, you mentioned sellers not delivering the deed at the end of the land contract. So that's something that, so I already know the answer to this question because David actually wrote my land contract for me. So what we're going to talk about is already in there, but I just wanted to present this because I know other people will have this question. Here in Michigan, you don't receive the deed until the end of the contract. How do you prevent the seller from not delivering that deed to you at the end of it all? How can you guarantee that you can get that once we're all done?
I wrote your land contract?
Yes.
Did I say that? Okay. Really? Okay. For those people who are watching, it's after hours, so we're a little loopy.
It's coronavirus, everyone, and we've been cooped up. Stir crazy.
Well, yeah, and something like this, Blair, actually, this happens, I think I've told you this before.
Yes.
We have every year at least 2 handfuls of people come through our doors where we're chasing after land contract sellers because the deeds were never deposited, they were never executed and deposited with the title company. The best way for a purchaser on a land contract to protect their interest, besides having a memorandum of land contract and recording that interest with the county, there are people who fail to do that, and they're unfortunately very disappointed later on. They learn that they didn't preserve their interest properly. But after that, having a deed deposited from the, in escrow, the deed is already executed between the seller and the buyer. The escrow agent, which is usually the title company, will keep that deed for a small fee, like $100. They'll put it away. And once the buyer performs under the terms of the contract and they've satisfied all the terms, including the payments, then they can get a payoff from the seller, and they can then get the deed released, and nobody has to chase after the seller for the deed. Okay? So we have a lot of, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, so for example, I'm closing this land contract through Michigan Investment Title. So when they arrange the closing packages for the seller, they'll just collect all of that up front, and then they will hold that in their escrow account somewhere. Okay.
Right, and then when it's time for, let's say you refinance or you sell the property on your, whatever you're gonna do afterwards, the only thing that the Michigan Investment Title is a really good company, they're familiar with these items. They'll prepare a closing package for the seller, and they'll just send it. They don't even need to see the seller because what they already have one of the most important documents, which is the deed from the seller. And then they have the settlement documents. There's maybe 5 or 6 pages and some attestations, and the seller can sign them or get a notary and then mail them back, and they don't even have to go to the closing.
Okay.
But yeah, the title company will prepare a closing package for when it's time for you to refinance the property or when it's time for you to sell the property.
Okay. Right? Well, that's good to know. Yeah, and I just wanted to mention that because I know that is an issue